I don't know why I think I just did jazz hands right there for some reason. Yeah, how's it going? Um, just making a quick video here. Gonna mod these trucks a little bit. Not really modify them, just modify the bushings, put Bones bushings in here. And, you know, start to get ready to build this ripper. I'm pretty excited about it. Like I displayed in the last video, all the parts are here, so I don't need anything else. All I have to do is build it out. And I'm hoping to do that next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. We get a nice 3-day weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. I get Monday off to do whatever. Hopefully I'll get to skate, depending on what the weather does. Hopefully get to skate tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. In the 70s here in the Northeast. My weather report. Yeah, the more I look at this thing, the sicker it gets, man. It's really fairly well done. I think this is actually made in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. I know they have a supplier that runs out of Mexico. I don't know if it's Paul Schmidt or not. Manufactured in Mexico, yeah. Designed and engineered in the United States. So I don't know, you probably can't really tell by that. But if you need to identify it, it'll say right on there. So, I don't know, maybe it's Paul Schmidt's factory. I kind of hope not, but it's possible. People always ask me what I got against Paul Schmidt. I don't know. He's just a goof. He's not really a skater either. He was a dude who built boats and then started skateboarding. And then he just started making skateboards. I think he's got like $50 million in his bank. It's probably more jealousy at all the money he has and all the leisure he can take in. That's like fucking yacht money. $50 million. He could build his own yacht. He's a boat maker. Anyway, yeah. I'm just going to pull these apart really quick and I'm thinking about going with the double A setup on here. I was watching that video again about Andy Anderson, and I know I don't like him, but I like it. It's weird. I don't know what it is about the guy. He seems like a real strange fellow wearing all those watches and whatnot, but maybe he's onto something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so in the video of him setting up his mini logos, he stays with the original bottom bushing, which is a medium, I believe. Or these are supposed to be medium duro. Like I stated in my other video, the bushings, or the black trucks, the other trucks that I have, God, form a sentence right now. The other trucks that I have, the mini logos that have the black hanger, actually feel a bit firmer. The bushings feel a bit firmer than the completely raw mini logo trucks that I have on my Skull and Sword, which is kind of an interesting thing, but we'll see how these go. I'm not 100% sure. So, I believe in the video that I've seen of his, like I said, he sets his up with the original mini logo bushing in the bottom and then drops a Bones bushing in the top. And I'm kind of curious to see how that might actually work out. Because that's pretty well in there. It's capped in there pretty well. So, not that it makes a difference. I'm sure if I worked with it, I could get it out. But just want to try it out, see what happens. I like to try different stuff, try to experiment a little bit. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, like I said, the Bones bushings in the other mini logo trucks that I have really are totally fine. I don't have no complaints about them whatsoever. So we'll see if a little difference or a little different setup makes any difference at all. And again, I ride everything pretty loose. So I'm curious to see how these actually tighten down. It doesn't seem like there's much difference in the volume of the two. If we look at the original and the bones, they're actually pretty close to the same height. The only difference is really that, you can kind of see it there, is that urethane washer that's on there. Man, my hands are really unsteady. But yeah, tighten it down a little bit. There it is with the bushing inside of it. Kingpin's down pretty low. There is some good clearance there, so they should grind fairly well. Won't really be able to tell how they flex until I actually have them mounted on the board, but it'll just take a minute. Once we complete it next week, all right, let's take this other one apart. Yeah, I was scoping out everything that I had set up, just the parts wise, and I think aesthetically this thing is going to look pretty good. I mean, with the red rails, I've decided that the red is the way that I'm going to go with that. I think the 1/2 inch rise is appropriate for the 60mm wheel. I really like the way the shape of this board looks. I like the bigger wheelbase at 15. It's everything seems like it's lining up fairly well. I mean, I've had some good luck with all the parts that I've actually been purchasing recently, and good luck with the way that everything's kind of fallen together. So I'm hoping to continue that streak. I think I'm going to with this one. I think it's going to look pretty good. I was also thinking I could have got away with those green rat bones just because of the eyes of the Ripper. I should have taken a closer look at it. But I'm glad I got the white. And I'm definitely stoked to try the Dragon formulas. We'll see how it goes. I've always kind of like, or at least, you know, I've been not a fan of review content. I think it's really weird. And I get it. It's everybody, you know, you have your opinion or whatever. And not everybody does the type of skateboarding that I do, you know. My mediocre transition skating. So it's hard for me to kind of put my opinion or review or anything like that into a singular video. Like, I'll talk about stuff and talk about how it's affected my skating and things like that as I'm going, but and the performance of certain things, but I don't like to necessarily review things. Maybe I should change that, but I don't know. Like I said, that's a big space, and I don't know that my voice really fits in that space just yet. It's too much, I don't know, echo. So yeah, there's the mini logo bottom bushing with the bones hardcore bushing. They're both a medium flex, so it's kind of an interesting little modification. I'm hoping that it works out well. There's only one way to find out, really. That's to skate this thing. You know, once we build it next week, I definitely am looking forward to getting it out on the concrete. Maybe I might get one of these out early. You know, usually after I build something, I let it sit for a little while before I really, you know, jump into it. You know, I stand on it a few times, maybe set it down, ride it across the kitchen floor. But you know, I very seldom do I take it right out and start skating it. But this might be one of those ones. So yeah, that was a pretty simple build or simple modification, and I still have these two bottom bushings that I can obviously use later on. I've got some trucks that I have bones bushings in them. I really like these actually too. I've been backing the Independence a whole lot more lately. I don't know what it is. Their stuff just seems, better to me. I mean, it seems like it's rebounding a lot quicker. The harder duros of the bones bushings, the black ones and the yellow ones, they seem like they're rebounding way better than anything else right now. Because I am still pretty heavy. I did lose 5 pounds though, so I'm down to 210, which I'm pretty excited about. So it shows maybe the bike riding is helping, or the diet change may be helping. I hope it definitely does, because it's really hard to cut weight, man. As you get older, your metabolism slows down and stuff. There's definitely not a magic pill out there for it, even though I wish there was. So, yeah, looking forward to building this one out. Dropped an order today for the rest of the parts for the Ripper, which I'm pretty excited about. They're going to put the Indy Stage 4s on there, like I said. I got some wheels, the dressing slime ball guest wheels. They're like a turquoise color that should match the turquoise and the green on the Slasher. What else did I get? Indy risers, GPRs, Indy slime line rails. So hopefully I'll have a unboxing maybe this week. Maybe I'll do 2 videos next week, including this build video and an unboxing for the rest of the parts for the Slasher. So yeah, there's some stuff I hope to be doing, hope to be filming. Still trying to get some clips while I'm at the park. Skating's been going pretty well, feel pretty good. Definitely physically responding fairly well, so I'm not beat up after the next day after. I'm recovering pretty fast. Ankle hurts, knees hurt, but whatever, it is what it is. That's always going to be a thing. And then after the Slasher, I think I'm going to take a little break for a little while. I want to do some remodeling here at the house. Maybe change the way that the setup is. Maybe move the building stuff into a different room in the house. And then kind of max out this space as a studio space for the music. We'll see how that goes. I'm waiting for some inspiration on that. I do want to make some changes though, so I might take a break after, let's see, this one will be May. I might take a break after June, maybe for July and August, and kind of make that transformation and change some stuff around. But there are some, there's the June Santa Cruz reissues, the Street Creep, the Roscop Eye, that Jeff Kendall artist series that's coming. Those are definitely things that I'm looking to cop for sure, 100%. I do kind of have a feeling like maybe putting the small wheel build on the shelf for a period might be a good thing too. Despite feeling inspired by having that board and having those wheels especially, it still doesn't, something about it is a little bit off. So I have to figure out exactly what that thing is. I think it might be whether or not I'm going to use a riser for that. I think it's probably just a 1-inch hardware and right to the board. Whether or not I want to put rails on it. I have a set of glow-in-the-dark creature rails that would go good with the glow-in-the-dark Believe graphic. But yeah, there's just something off about it. It's really like a different vibration, and it probably has something to do with the fact that I don't really skate any street or, flip my board very often. I'm skating more transition now than that's all I really want to do is carve and grind and slash. So, building a small wheel board is cool, period, correct, it's rad, but it's been a challenge to get to that setting, to be able to see it, to log on to its band and receive a frequency from it. It's been tough. These bigger boards, though, no real problems there, man. And that Slasher, dude, if those wheels are what I think they are, if they look like they do in the picture, and they match up with the M on the top of it, the little circle, also with the wave and the green with the slasher himself. That thing is going to be sick. So I'm looking forward to June. But I got this in the way. Got these trucks set up with the double A situation that he's whatever doing. I don't know. What are we calling that? Andy. But cool. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. And I hope everybody's getting out and session in their local park or their local street spot or parking block or curb or whatever it is. So definitely stoked. Definitely ready to get out there tomorrow and for the foreseeable future. And definitely hyped on these next two builds. And I'll keep you like up to date on what the next moves are as far as this space and moving into a different space and those updates as well. All right, cool. Like I said, I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's getting a chance to get out there and rip. Carve, grind, slash. Get it in. All right, cool. Peace.